and welcome to Story Time with me, Miss Linky. Today's story is called Too Hot to Hug by Steve Smallman and C. Biscoe. This is a story about a fire dragon. Let's read it. On the coldest day of a cold, cold winter, Rupert was high in the mountains searching for firewood. His fingers were blue, his nose was purple, and he still hadn't found a single stick. Then, through the swirling snow, he saw a cave. It looks warm in there, he thought. Maybe there's a fire. So he went inside. There wasn't a fire, just a big golden egg. And it was hot. Hot water bottle hot. Rupert picked the egg up and felt its warmth spread from his nose to his toes. Lovely, he sighed. Then he thought of his poor mum and dad in their freezing cottage. He put the egg in his basket and hurried home. Look what I found, said Rupert. What is it? Asked Mum. Warm, said Dad, and smiled for the first time that week. But just then, tap, tap, crack! Out hatched a baby fire dragon. Wow, said Rupert. Ooh, said Mom. No, 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 cried Dad. No dragons. They're nothing but trouble. You'll have to take it back right now. The baby dragon blinked and sniffled. His bottom lip wobbled and he began to cry. Hush, said Rupert. Don't cry. And he gave the little dragon a big hug. Ooh, he's warm as toasted crumpets, gasped Rupert. You try, Mum. So Mum hugged the dragon. Even Dad hugged the dragon. Can we keep him, Dad? Asked Rupert. We can call him Crumpet. All through the winter, Crumpet the dragon kept the family warm and snug. He dried the washing. He warmed the beds. He even made the toast. But the hugs were the best, and everywhere that Rupert went, Crumpet went too. Except on bath night. Rupert hated bath night. The water was always cold, and Mum made him wash behind his ears where his favorite dirt was. Crumpet was scared of water, so he hid behind the sofa, making worried, squeaky noises till Rupert was dry and the water had gone. Then he hugged him until he was warm and toasty. Soon, winter turned to spring. The snow started to melt. Flowers bloomed and Crumpet started to grow. And as he grew, he got hotter. It's boiling in here, growled Dad. Go away, Crumpet. Crumpet went over to Mum for a hug. Ouch! Yelled Mum. You're too hot to hug. Rupert hugged Crumpet, but it wasn't warm and snuggly anymore. It was all hot and scorchy. Then one day, Crumpet burned the toast, scorched the washing, and set fire to Mum's best bedspread. That's it, shouted Mum and Dad. Crumpet has got to go. Early next morning, Rupert and Crumpet set off up the mountain. By now, Crumpet was so hot that his feet left little scorchy footprints in the grass. Even through his glove, Rupert's fingers felt horribly hot as Crumpet clung to his hand. Then, as they reached the bridge, Crumpet saw the water and gripped Rupert's hand even tighter. Ow! Ow! Crumpet slipped backwards and fell into the water. Whee! Plop! Hiss! Crumpet! Yelled Rupert, but Crumpet had disappeared in a cloud of steam. Rupert jumped in to save him from the cold mountain river. But the water wasn't cold. It was lovely and warm. And there was Crumpet, splashing and gurgling and giggling. Rupert hugged him tight, and it wasn't hot and scorchy anymore. It was toasted, crumpety warm again. The cold water had cooled Crumpet down. "That's better," said Rupert. "Let's go home." And from that day on, Crumpet the dragon lived happily with Rupert and his family. And now, whenever Crumpet gets too hot to hug, he has a great big bubbly bath. Wow! I'm so glad that the family found a way to keep Crumpet. But we must remember that whenever we decide to get a pet, then we have to look after our pet even when it gets a little bit difficult. I hope that you enjoyed this story, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!